Hi, I'm back. What's poppin'? Gaming. Well, it's been 2 weeks, so my internet had to like blip myself. Was it Twitch or Hasbro that shut you down? Shit, maybe it was Hasbro. They heard me talking shit. Hi, Wolf. What's up? Nah, it like I feel like has this been happening more? Maybe it's my router or something. I don't know, man. But just my internet just blips. Just does this. Really annoying. It's really annoying, but like, I feel like if I called my internet company, they'd just be like, oh, we shat ourselves. It only lasts like 30 seconds, so it's not that big of a deal. Is your laptop getting old? It could be that. Did you mention non-D&D and you don't know when you open the player's handbook inside the gaming license that says they own your soul? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, not again. Not again. Yeah. I mean, realistically speaking, I want to try doing Pathfinder. Like, I want to try doing a Pathfinder thing. Right? Like, realistically. If I end up liking 2E, I'll probably just switch to it. Just cause, like, I don't know. My whole everything's just been soured there at that point. It's a lot of work though, and I'm very nervous about moving my group to a new system. Gonna book some one-shots as well. I don't use models. Looks not bad, but like, I mean, the thing is though, like, Archives of Nethys has everything for free. If I got the Humble Bundle, it would be just to support Paizo, right? Well, charity. Honestly, that's what it would be. I mean, buying all the new books. I mean, I don't have to buy the new books, because again, everything's free, which is also one of the big pulls of it, right? One of the big, like, honestly, like 60% of the reason I would switch is because it appears that 2E is easier to run. And that would make my life easier, right? It would make my life easier, it would make my life easier and also just like, my life easier as a DM. But also make it easier to like make characters that people want to have make because there's more stuff to support it, right? Well, on all non-lore / adventure stuff is freely available. Yeah, all the stuff I would use. As again, I don't use models. Don't use models or lore. I have no interest in it. Though, from what I have seen, is Paizo has a lot of queer shit in their lore, which is really fun. I like that a lot. Good on them. Good for them. So it's hard to tell. See, that's kind of what I think Whirlwind, right? Like, I think with enough, like, practice or actually like, getting some experience under your belt, I feel like it might end up being easier just because, like, there's more resources, you know? Run up Tsukuyomi minion? Wasn't that like semi-recent? Kobold, Black Flag. I'm interested in Black Flag too. That's another one I really want to look at. I really want to see what Kobold Press does. Deeply curious in that one. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can talk about TTRPG stuff like all day, honestly. There's so much to talk about. Is there a reason we're doing Reps on a Bridge, or is this like a just chatting stream in disguise? Well, I haven't chatted with you guys for a little bit. I mean, I have a quest to do. I have several things to do. We got some like 6.3 stuff to wrap up, right? And that includes actually doing these like little, this guy, like these quests. The Void quest that I have been repeatedly asked to do. So I'll be doing them. But, not complaining, I'm just curious. Oh no, you're fine. I also didn't really get a chance to talk about 6.3, like, last stream, because I kind of had to go, because I felt like garbage. But, yeah. I'm also just chatting. Just chat with folks. I like talking to people. I haven't seen you guys in like a whole weekend, so I'm very chatty, you know? Gotta catch up. But I suppose we can start the quests. I guess I've talked enough about TTRPGs and stuff. After weekend, yeah. Mine was even before the weekend because I didn't like stream like Thursday either, right? I think we should build like a podcasting jungle gym for you just want to get done just chatting mode on FF14. You know, yes, I really should do that on my island for Island Sanctuary so I can gather stuff as I walk around. Or we just turn the FC into a jungle gym. Or I turn my house into a jungle gym. Wouldn't be bad. Or I just like do the jump challenge in Kugane or something. I just have to walk around in circles. Turn the void into a jungle gym. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Jump challenges get people tilted. I'm incredibly calm and I never get angry about anything. It won't bother me, she says. Let's all get into voice chat and talk about BSN or TTRPGs. You know, one of these nights, I really should just like hop into like a voice call on my server, right? And then we could all blabber incoherently about that shit. That would be fun, I feel like. Maybe I should hang out at my server more often. That'd be kind of cute. No. I feel like there is a part of me that's always worried about that though, because like, I've had good and bad experiences with it before. Most folks are generally pretty damn cool, but all it really takes is one person to get weird. You know what I mean? So like, I want to do it. I do. But like I said, it just takes that one person to just get a little weird. And then suddenly, everything's a little weird, you know? Anyway, I have a fruit roll up. Because it's like, I trust like pretty much everyone here, right? But like, you know. Nomad. Yeah, Nomad's pretty weird. If I was in chat with Nomad, he'd probably say something weird. Because he's kind of weird. Mistress Eris. You could have appeared at a better time. You see, while out patrolling the city, I chanced to sight a void scent. Oh no. I merely chased down with the intent of eliminating, but something about it struck me as odd. One, it made no move to defend itself, but simply sat there, jiggling. I too like jiggling. Which is why, against my better judgment, I decided to capture it instead. No trouble with the void. I dare say you might be considerable knowledge of this residence. For a moment, might I trouble your opinion on the creature's unusual behavior? I feel like you're right, Rose. I feel like Nomad's right, too. Oh, wait, I didn't say that. I didn't say he was right. He'll lord that over me. Oh, you just follow me. The creature's being held in the hall of the Radiant Host. Sure. Fuck you, Nomad. Go fuck yourself. God damn it. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, I'm told I need to do it. So I'm doing it. All right, love you, Lynn. Good night. Here it is. Surprisingly docile, even when I captured it. There's been no reports of attacks prior to that. Even so, the nature of the void sent to prey on people for their aether, perhaps it bides its time waiting to carry out some manner of scheme. You, I remember you! Yes, you were at Troya! Please, you must help me! Like, oh, you're at the castle? Indeed I was, but I have since fled here. I understand the mortal tongue well enough, but I don't have a mouth to produce the sound. It's been a struggle to convey my thoughts. But not anymore! You can help me! Yes, you can! I'm a little eyeball! You can converse with the void scent? Amazing. Could you ask it why it came here? None of you can understand my glory pain. When you and yours stormed the castle, I was caught up in the fighting and died. In time I returned, but I tire of fighting, so I fled using the gate of your world. Having just been reborn, however, my essence hasn't fully bound together yet, and so I emerged from the gate. I was several sundered selves. Frightened and confused, they scattered. Following their trail led me here. My diminutive size allowed me to remain largely unseen. By the same token, I could do little more than sneak about. Each of us was weak and powerless, that's why we consumed one another in the first place. Together we were strong. I want you to help me find all of me so that I can be whole again. Make us. That bit almost killed me. I'm gonna say, make us whole. But I swallowed a lot of spit. Oh, I'm a dummy. Hi, Mr. G. No, I tried to do a bit and it just didn't work. Make us whole. You wish to strike a bargain, then? So to be whole again, to live in this world, I would strike 1,000 bargains. We still remember the past, you see. Still remember when we were mortals. We long have to live that life again, but we need your help. Starting by reuniting us. We won't try to devour anyone when we're whole, I swear. You wish to learn more about the Void, yes? There's much we can teach you about those who rule remains, about their past. Find the others and they'll tell you what we all know. No eating, no tricks. Do we have a bargain? Zero did teach us that. So crossed over the world to escape conflict now searches for the rest of itself? I understand Voidson are quite reliable and give us a feeling to pact. I dare say everyone as an ally would benefit our research into their world. Very well, if you'd be so kind as to search for its kin, I will consult my superiors on how best to deal with them. Pat my titty. Well, then I take it that we have a bargain. Good, good. I sense four others close by. When you find them, you only point them in this direction. Once I sense my presence, I can guide them the rest of the way. They're bound to be here in the city. This is how we learn about the lore. The lore. What's that? I asked you to search for me in exchange for knowledge about powerful void scent? I'm still wanting to see this and that, and I suppose a deal. Oh? Those men over there. Soldiers, are they not? We used to have soldiers in our world, too. There were a lot more of them during the Contra Memoria. Ah, back from the Weaver's Warden, are you? I hear you fought well against the Void Sun that slipped through. Come now, I merely did my duty. Haven't we all sworn to protect our nation, no matter the cost? Salute. Protect our nation? How familiar those words. Where was it that I heard them? Ah yes, it was the early days of the Contra Memoria. The enemy had conjured a terrible eidolon that laid siege to a fortress. The garrison was made up of ordinary soldiers, men and women with no remarkable abilities, led by a valiant commander. They fought bravely and desperately. It had to last until the Memoria had arrived. The commander told them, needed to hold out no matter the cost. The Memoria did eventually arrive, but not soon enough for the soldiers. Oh? Oh? Interesting. Having struck down the eidolon, the Memorian and his servants searched the castle for survivors. They found only the dead. Just when they had given up all hope, a faint groaning reached their ears. They rushed over the sound and cleared away debris. Excuse me. To find a lone survivor, the garrison commander. The joy, however, the sight of the man filled them with anger. Oh? Your soldiers are slaughtered to the man, yet there's barely a scratch on you. What's the meaning of this? Eidolon was savage, but mindless. It was a simple thing to hide myself beneath fallen debris. Hide? As a commander, you have a duty to your men. You were supposed to put their lives you were supposed to put their lives before your own. Spare me. My duty was to ensure the fortress stood, and it did. Besides, my death would have achieved nothing. Honor be damned. No, I'm sworn to protect our nation. To do that, I must live. Is it my fate to fall here? Isn't your fate, you say? Fuck, he just killed him? Is he... nearly unconscious? Come, let us bury the soldiers, and their commander with them. Yo, the 13th is a little metal, huh? Oh. Huh. Fate shall decide what becomes of him, whether he lives or dies. Very well, my lord. Oh? Funeral rites were later held for the fallen, but solemn tears quickly gave way to horrified screams as a body emerged from the earth. Their commander? I can't die, I must live, men said to have declared. People thought him a demon, a disheveled horror muttering curses as he wandered off to regions unknown. Scarmillion, they called him. Oh my god! This explains who the Archfiends were. Oh my god! He was a cat boy! But that's why Scarmillion was so obsessed with living and regenerating and all that stuff. He was a coward, but he was really good at surviving. And he was earth-based, so he was buried in the earth. And his desire for living probably anchored his soul so much. Like, it didn't drive him, like when he became a Void Scent, he wasn't driven completely insane. You know what I mean? He still had some wits about him. That makes sense? Damn. It has brought him basest instincts, survive by any means necessary. We thought we buried him deep, but a mortal's desire to live is not to be underestimated. You're mortal, so I expect you understand the desire. That concludes my tale. I must rejoin my selves, if you'll excuse me. That's good. That's really good. I like that a lot. That's super cool, actually. Oh, he's scoot. You do a scoot. Oh, hey, wife, no! She left. She no care about me. She no care about me. Damn. So close. So close to gaining any affection. Tisk tisk. So close. Wife run, life sad. Ride wife, life good. Regret. Why fight back? Kill wife. Regret. I love that sound. I love that TikTok sound. It's so silly. She's ignoring me. Can't believe it. Probably doesn't even want to talk to me. I understand. Think about wife. Og sad. What? No. Same hell the fuck are you all talking about? I'll do you a favor. It's Zoomer humor. Oh, you betcha, baby. Oh, where is it?
Right, wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
Regret.
Wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
The guts team at the end is very good, yeah. Not sure I can play that though. There is a version with Soul and Jacko, yes. But that's what the meme is. Just
Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone.
wife gone.
Think about wife.
Think about wife.
Regret.
But yeah. Imagine not having your— oh, hey, there you are! Oh no! No! Jump scare! I think she heard me talking shit. Why fight back? You're great, honey. Love you. I really appreciate that the fucking screen disappeared. Like, I closed the screen and she's just standing there, arms crossed. Illy. Just arms crossed. Just like, ah! Hey, look, you're great. Wife back. Wife jump scare. Small wife. She's so small. She's so small and angy. Do you think I could pick her up by her armpits like a cat? Yes, sweetie, you're terrifying. You have a lovely apple. Julian Manderville energy? Yeah. Yeah. Very proud of it. Raised hair and kith. I love scary GFs. I need to, like, get art of the two of them made. Of, like, the girl holding the girl on the wall. That would be great. And then an alternative art of the opposite, and Eris is, like, has to, like, bend at the knees. She's so tall. That'd be very funny. Yes, nice visor. You have a nice visor, and your warrior claim is very cool and spooky. I like the new axe. Very nice. Very good. You're adorable. Chihuahua energy. Yeah, she kind of does. She does have Chihuahua energy. Don't tell her that, she might be mad. Oh no. Alright, so back to my quest. Anyway. So this is where mortals consume aether. Yes, this is where we eat. Dreading loneliness more than hunger. How very like me. If you don't mind. Though I'd like to observe the mortals a while longer. food here is simply sublime. Why, I feel stronger with every bite, as if the Murga themselves were granting me their blessing. The food is tasty, that's true enough, but no food is so sublime to be a substitute for proper training, my friend. Stronger with every bite, they say. For my part of the bargain, I will tell you about how we Voidson became strong. Simply put, it depends on the quality and quantity of aether that we harbor. When the world was consumed by darkness, the heroes known as the Memoriite arose as powerful Voidson. In contrast, the average majority of mortals, powerless and remarkable as they were, became ordinary Voidson, like me. There were exceptions, of course, but one in particular I'll never forget. Scarmillion. Never had I seen a Voidson so craven. Even when pushed to on the brink of starvation, he would prey on only those weaker than himself. Yeah, he was scared. He subsisted on scant leavings and lived in constant fear and hunger. Dude was constantly on the edge of starving himself. Face of danger, avoids his stronger than himself, fleeing was the only option. Big scary. But a day came when he found his way barred. How pitiful. Knight in black. Such overwhelming aether. Who is this? You fled instead of facing your foe. Why? Why? I'm too weak. Why else? I would have been devoured. So you had enough strength? So if you had enough strength, would you have stood your ground? Very well, then. Oh, and he just gave him aether? What's happening? I feel it. Yes, this power is swelling within me. Lo, your foe returns. What have you done to me? I granted you but a sliver of aether. 'Twas the power you already possessed that you defeated your foe. I possessed such power? Fear had clouded your eyes, blinded you to the strength you had attained, feeding on the weak. If you would free yourself from fear, then join me. You shall have greater cause to live for and know true power. Curious how in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to great strength. The knight recognized this, recognized the Voidson's potential, and thus did he take him into his service. The wing thing did look like his cloak, I agree, yeah. But no, that's interesting, that Scarmillion's fear of death gave him power over it. Which is really interesting. Determined as he is to live, it wouldn't surprise me if he was still somewhere out there. Even be more powerful now, I expect, from all the devouring he would have done since. Unlike your world, eating actually makes you stronger in ours. Oh, I must be going now. The others are waiting. That's cool. This is really cool. I'm loving the lore dumps here. This is great. This is really, really cool. Learn about the Archfiends and Tria. Lore via eyeball. Again, though, kind of like how 6.3 ended. honestly, it's kind of hard to like get mad at Tria, Twia, Tria, it's hard to get mad. Everyone's big scary Black Knight guy. His eyewitnesses mostly because like no, I mean all of them, honestly. Tria, Golbez. Yeah, that guy. Thank you. It's hard to get mad at Golbez and all of the others because like, dude, their lives suck. The Void sucks. Everything there sucks. I don't know, I just can't really get too upset with them about wanting to like not be there anymore, you know? Void sucks worse than pretty much anything in the source. Yeah. They do terrible things, but you have to in order to survive in that world. Yeah. And like, I mean, kind of at that point, like, it's one of those like weird story elements that's like a little hard to like, okay, I'm gonna say something that might be like a little controversial, right? In real life, in our world, we should apply modern thought and morals to many instances of the past, right? Right? I think we can all agree on that. It's a little controversial, but I think we can agree on that, generally speaking. And specifically how I mean that is, for example, slavery was a thing that was very common, even just a few centuries ago. And there's still problems with it today, right? Where people were very okay with enslaving people. That has changed. And when we look back on things like that, we should not go, oh, well, it was a different time. No, fuck that. That's stupid. That's bad. No. Like, we should look back at that and go, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad, right? I don't think that is too controversial, but I know there's a lot of people that don't like it when we apply our 21st century morality on history, which is, again, I think a little bit silly. We can all agree that that's bad, I hope. But in fiction, I do think fiction's almost a little weird sometimes, right? Because fiction can come up with such insane, fantastical scenarios, it's kind of hard for us to relate to that, right? For example, the Void, right? They are forced to eat each other to survive. Yeah, that's a bad thing, right? It's kind of like cannibalism, right? We would look at that and be like, oh, that's bad. But in their society, like in their lives of being like Void sent, it's kind of hard for us to be like, welp, all the Void sent are evil. They're all evil, all of them, right? Because like Zero isn't evil, right? And there's likely plenty of Void sent that really aren't that bad, but all of them have done these kind of terrible things. And everyone was very quick to forgive Zero, but that was with, you know, enough character development. I kind of feel like the same thing is true for like Golbez and a lot of the Arc Fiends and stuff, right? The Garleans are all evil, right? Right? No, of course not, right? They spent all the time trying to be left alone, if I recall correctly. For sure, but she still ate people. Like, she still ate people. She still murdered and ate people. That's still a thing she did. And the same could be said for Scarmillion, He spent most of his time trying to avoid stuff, right? She needs some of the aether from people, and I mean, she also ate Voidson, thing that happens. But at no real fault of their own. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean by, like, in fiction, it can be hard to apply a morality to these guys because it's very difficult, right? The hunger makes them ravenous and it's terrifying, for sure. And they are a threat, but it's hard to call them evil, in my opinion. It's more, it's about survival at that point, right? And I think that's true for Golbez and company. It's like, it's really about survival. And especially we see in Kagyatso and Fireboy's situations especially, they kind of just wanted to die. Which is like, yeah, that's fair, dude. I get that. You could compare Voidson to Survivors of the Donner Party a little bit, yeah. But like that's what I mean is like in fiction, it's just a little bit harder to impress morality upon like very fantastical scenarios. I think another good one, like another good like fictional bit that like I feel like is hard to like put a moral spin is like, say for example, you have a bad guy who like is like an antagonist, right? This is a good example of this is like Zuko in Avatar, where like you have an antagonist who does a lot of very bad things. Zuko is even, in my opinion, probably a little bit of a lighthearted example, but you have an antagonist who does a lot of bad things, commits acts of violence, maybe murders people, maybe participates in an imperialistic system of oppression, right? Shit like that. Even, arguably, you know, aids in very unsavory acts, but eventually becomes a better person, and especially has the saving grace of kind of being forced into it, which is like another one of those things where it's like, it's a little bit harder to call him evil or something, just because of like the situation, the fantastic scenario that we're in. On the opposite end of that, you could argue the same for Xenos in FF14, right? Is Xenos evil? There's honestly probably an argument for that, for sure. But also, there's a good argument for him kind of just living and surviving, right? And being, like, made into a weapon, kind of under similar circumstances. While I'm sure some of that stuff can definitely happen IRL, sorta, kinda, like, it's not to the same level at all. Like, you know, somebody like Xenos or Zuko are on such a grander scale, it's much harder for us to be like, you are definitively this thing, you know? Which is one of the things that's kind of fun about fiction, right? Is that we can kind of play with the idea of, like, those things. If the bad guy killed a lot of people and, like, helped destroy the world, that's kind of bad. But also, if they were forced into it, if they didn't have a choice, if they were doing it to protect their world or something like that, it's kind of harder to just be like, you're evil. Especially if given the chance, they turn away from that life. You know, it's kind of harder to be like, oh yeah, you're kind of a bad guy, right? Hi, Daniel. Like, Golbez, in that sense, is like kind of in that similar position where it's like, it's harder for Golbez to be, like, a bad person. You know what I mean? Be a person to be effective frontline soldier, you have to break their inner do not kill human instinct most of us have. For sure. For sure. Right? But yeah, I think fiction is interesting because there's kind of a bit more like wiggle room, right? Do they really have a choice in the matter? I would argue yes. I would. I like this is gonna get very complicated very quickly, but I'm not like as we grow up as people, there is a certain amount of saving grace that you do get as a child, being taught something. But as we grow up as people, you can always change. You can always change, right? Being trained and molded into something is like something that is definitely real. I can totally recognize that. But this is not fiction, where fiction uses these great, grand, exaggerated examples. In real life, things are much smaller, right? And yes, propaganda's a bitch. Trust me, I am well aware. And even when I live in the age of information and have ways to look and research things, people back then still had ways to do the same. Is there some wiggle room? Maybe. But I do think reality is different. I truly do. Just because our existences are different. Fiction is fun because it's able to like... Fiction is fun because we're able to use like big grand examples, but reality is much more humble than that. And yes, Zaram's right, proving slavery is bad is pretty simple. Just talk to the enslaved. And if you want American examples, there's fuckloads of examples of like back in the 1800s, people growing up in the South and going, this is bad, right? And learning that, right? There's plenty of examples of that happening. So many. I'm pretty sure John Brown is one of them, actually. Like, grew up in a very, like, pro-slavery society, and then, like, looked around him, learned, and was like, yeah, that's bad. You know? So, like, yeah, I do think reality is quite different. Fiction is different from reality, though, for obvious reasons. Back to my original point, I think Goldbez and the Archfiends and the Void Set in general to kind of fit that category of, like, it's kind of hard to call them evil just because of how different they are. And, like, how their situation is so grand and tragic. That's not a true fact. Abolitionism was extremely common. That is not a true fact. No, this self girl is lonely, you say? My apologies, this is the intent to seek others out, but I was distracted by a bickering pair of mortals yonder. My goodness, but there's been some colorful language. Colorful language, you say? Charles with your father. You shouldn't need his permission just to leave the god's damned house.
11 no and still going.
Kia, thank you so much for the 11 months. I super duper appreciate it. You do that 10 plus 1 equals 11. Just having once you've been subscribed for. That's kind of bloggers. Please mind your language. Why would my father... What would my father say if he were to hear you? Like it's always father this, father that with you. I'm sick of it. You're your own woman now. Bloody act like one for a change. It's being mean. Colorful language, yes? Not from the girl, though. Oh no, she appears to be quite, well-bred? What the fuck? I just hope she's happier than a girl I knew long, long ago. What? Oh, this is Barbatos. This is Barbara, right? Girl was born into a family of thugs who suddenly found themselves nobility. Family of oh. Yeah, this is definitely her though, right? She's raised as a noblewoman and had servants tend to her every need, but in the end, she was merely a beautiful bird kept in a gilded cage. It's Barbie. It's Barbara. Wanting her to be a proper lady, her parents presided over all aspects of her life. They decided everything for her, telling her what to do, what to say. Chafing from the fetters of her restrictive life, she solicited her handmaiden's aid and stole outside the manor, where she enjoyed a moment of bliss unbeknownst to her parents, or so she thought. Not long before her father dragged her back to her room, barring the door and windows, denying her even the simplest pleasure of an afternoon breeze. Ah, there's the wind. Yeah, okay. Even a bird in a cage may cheep freely, but she wasn't so suffered to give voice to any her desires. But she wouldn't be deterred. Having once tasted sweet freedom, she yearned for more, and one day she succeeded in sneaking out of the manor a second time. You're late. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. You're expecting your friends. I'm afraid they're not coming. Oh, there he is. Angry elf. Oh, God. Father, what did you mean they're not coming? I known some miscreants were cavorting in these parts, but to think they'd dare try to consort with my daughter, well, you needn't worry about them anymore. They're food for the fishes now. Damn. How could you do this, Father? Why must you torment me so? In her place, girl, you are a means for our family to gain influence, and I won't have you sullying yourself with riffraff. The axe! Oh! Oh, this is so good! You will not leave your chamber save with my permission, nor will you disobey me again. If you do so, there will be severe consequences. Am I understood? I said, am I understood? To hell. What did you say? I said go to hell. Holy shit! Hi, Sal. The way that scene was framed was beautiful. That was such a good shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, to think it could be so exhilarating to speak my mind, to do as I please. No more living in a cage. From this moment on, I am free, free as the wind. Barbara. The woman struck out on her own, and in her travels discovered her true calling, not in the halls of lords or ladies, but on the battlefield. Like, I love the wide shot of her under the awning, literally shielding herself from the rain, the weather, the world around her. Him outside of it, free. The lightning on his face, the lightning on her face, like the axe in the back, right? Her beating him to death with the axe. The sunny day, his corpse laying there. An axe in it. It's hard to see, but like... ooh, there we go. The axe there. Look at that. Like... Oh, it's so good. I love it. It's really well framed. These flashback cutscenes are really good. They stepped up their game. Became a force of nature, famed for her striking beauty which belied terrible savagery. This new life, she also claimed a new name. Barbacia? Barbacia? Barbaricia? Is that right? Italian? Barbacia? Barbara. She's Barbara. And she found her freedom, but she also found happiness, I wonder? Barbaricia. Suppose I'll never know, nor does it matter, for the world that was once is no more. Alright, bye, Bones. But goodness me, I'd better rejoin the others. Bye, little gloopy guy. Oh, she's crying. Barbara Barbary. She's even green, too. Look at that. This is so cool. This is cool as hell. I love this shit. This is great. This is sad. Poor Void Scent. Poor Void. I feel bad for them. Literally every additional thing I learn about these guys just makes me feel more and more sad for them. It just keeps happening. I don't know if she found happiness, but she did find an axe. The world's better for it. True, true. Big facts. What an uplifting story of Barb. True. God. Really cut through her problems. I'm pretty happy when she was about to punch us from orbit. Yeah. Love that for her, though. We love an unhinged woman. We love just, like, an insane woman. Fantastic. In company, I can't help but to feel I've changed somehow. Oh no. Both don't appear as it did when I first arrived. Nor I suspect would if the void I were to turn to. It's strange, not an unpleasant feeling. I love that she just chills here and, like, looks out over the land. Daphne and I are very pretty. Should she be out here in the sun though? Nah. Well, I mean, she does have a hat. That'll protect her from a sunburn. We love goth wife. We do love a goth wife. Hi, Dan. Sure, Zero can handle a little UV radiation. Ah, probably. Ah, what a refreshing breeze. I'm to return to the others? Bah, they should come here. Would you look at the beautiful boundless sky? Mortals take to the air from here, do they not? Or that I had wings to soar amongst the clouds myself. But we Void Center not want to roam, you see. The mightiest among us carve out domains, while the rest labor to stay in their good graces. Now the master of the domain seldom ventures outside, for it is one's territory. For it is in one's territory that one is strongest. For some, however, such confinement proved trying, as was the case for a certain Void Center I knew. Which is why she fucking moved her own territory with her. Yeah, that makes sense. She doesn't want to feel trapped. I speak of the free-spirited Terra Barbarizia. Barbarizia. Barbara. When she first established her domain, while she whiled the days away waiting for her minions to bring her prey. The master in these offings was devoted to a single pleasure of caring for her silky flowing locks. But the resources of her domain were not without their limits. It was only when none remained opposed to her that she realized she was a prisoner in her own domain. Unless she broke free, she would invariably wither away alone. Not knowing what to do, she'd fall into the depths of despair when a certain hand of salvation came to pull her out. That's right, my precious hair will frazzle and fray. I've only had the strength to leave my domain. If If strength is your desire, that is easily granted. Oh, I'm Golbez. Who are you? So much power surging through me. And what will you do with it? What is your desire? What I desire is... And she's gonna move it. Or like Herfing. Remove your very domain. Impressive. I can do such a thing. What have you done to me? I granted you Aether, nothing more. It was your will that made it possible. My will. Hi, demon. Even so, no matter where you should go, there is naught but darkness. What could your destination possibly be? Destination? I have no need of such. I wish to be free, like the wind. A world that has met its end. Rare indeed is the soul who desires freedom so ardently that she could will her very own domain to move. Yeah, and she desired freedom, just like how Scarmillion desired to live. Recognizing this quality, the knight would grant her more power and a place of command in his mighty army. I guess moving your own domain is pretty impressive. Story worthy of our bargain, I trust. I'd have had more to tell had I not fallen off her domain. Seems you mortals also have a fondness for flying. I'd certainly like to take a ride on one of those airships of yours. Perhaps another time. My other selves are a blubbering mess if I don't hurry and rejoin them. I like how they squidge. They just squish across the way there. Damn. Barbara's cool. Like her. I love how these in the purple pudding move. Yeah, it's pretty good. I forgot I had fruit roll-up. I forgore. Hi, Storm. Turn the OG shield of her hair into abs was inspired? What do you mean? Her, like, Final Fantasy IV appearance? Oh, look, there's a bunch of them now. Thank you so much for finding me. The knowledge I have to share was worthy of our agreement. Doves turn them into muscles. Good. Told me the Archfiends. Other selves lived quite desperate lives, both mortals and void sent. I suppose it's rather fortuitous that they crossed paths with such powerful void sent. More importantly, what they could offer was worthy of our bargain. For that, I am glad. What remains now is for us to rejoin and become whole again. Make us whole. Huh? Is this not all of me? Maybe no other explanation. There's more of me lost out there somewhere. But I don't sense them. Where could they have gone? And there are more wandering about by the sisters. At the very least, if what you say is true, they pose no threat to the people. Others are found. We'll keep these 5 under our care. Shai sets the others nearby. I hope we can count on you to find them too. Let's go. I don't think I have not done the post role quest quest. I've not done that. No. I need to though. Might do it tonight actually. Mistress Eris, since last we spoke, I've continued keeping an eye on the void set. While the creatures have been given no reason to believe they pose a danger, the rest of them remain at large. Suppose I have yet to come by eyewitness information. If the forms are what they are, I can't have gotten far. Of course, it would make search easy if they were likewise drawn to Radz at Han. Ourselves have been telling me about their adventures. Truly, your world is a fascinating place. There's nothing like exploring a new city. Seen a lot of this world, have you not? I wish you the same and traveled all sorts of places. Once I found the rest of me, that is, it would be unthinkable to leave even a sliver of myself out of that experience. The sensation, could it be? God, I love them. As I feel them, the rest of myself, they're very close now. There's 4 of them, unless I'm mistaken. They're somewhere in the city. Please find them for me, that I might be whole again. Make us whole. As before, the way of the payment, I'll tell you about the powerful void set on their paths. That appears to be this way. Perhaps that is a good place to start. I think I actually have the minion. As the fellows appear in the city, we must track them down. By the direction, the nearest one is in Dharma. I'll leave the rest of the creatures in your capable hands. Blah blah blah. I want to go learn about the boys. I want to go learn about da boys. Where are da boys? In Dharma? I'm just gonna assume this is the first one over here. Your character looks like they're wearing just an elastic sports bra. I mean, she is. She honestly is. Like, this is a sports bra. Make no mistake. She's wearing a sports bra and a jacket, which is peak Eris fashion. She's into sports, brah. See you later, Daniel. Get some west. Hey, look. It's Godbert. Chocobo branded sports bra. Eris only gets the nice shit. She only gets the designer stuff. Don't you mind me. Sammy should do her relic quest. Aha! No. I won't. What? I'm calling me, you say? I can appreciate my separation anxiety, but the answer to no one, not even myself. I'm my own master. I do what I like when I like. I will join the others at my own leisurely pace. Whereas on the other hand, I always seem to be busy at work. Short as your lives are, you'd think you'd spend more time on leisure. You truly are strange creatures. Sorry, but capitalism, buddy. They'll burn in strong, just like the start of the experiment. Not by the sisters. Maybe the flame is mind-numbing work. Someone has to do it, but I suppose I wish it wasn't just me. In the flame. That reminds me of Void said I once knew. Did I do this out of order? Did I do this out of fucking order? Is this fire stuff? How did I do this out of order? It was like right there. No idea. There's no order per se. But like there kinda is though. You watched over a beacon of fire. Yeah, fuck me. I did it out of order. Alright, whatever. I guess. Thank you, Freak Job. Since the remained ever lit. Unlike this mortal, however, he did it with his own volition. I could skip the cutscene. I'd skip the cutscene, actually. Where's... Oh, it's in the... Okay, so it wants you to run all the way over there, do those, and then run back. Okay. Weird. Alright, I can do that, I guess. I said I have no such need of things. Yeah, but I want to do it in order. I did the first one in order, so I want to do this one in order. This is a weird thing to be stuck on? Maybe, but still. There's an order. Learn about who it is first, then you learn about the Void Send, what they did, and then Golbez goes on Golbez. It's Golbezin time, and that happens. Ishgarda's casters, yes. It is, and its quest is fine. I was kind of disappointed with it, personally. I can skip this cutscene, actually. Alright, they said Dharma, so they must want you to go there. Finishing my role quests. Healers always, they do though. The healer ones and the healer ones for Shadowbringers and Endwalker, I think were easily the best role quest. Easily the best role quest each, in my opinion. Like if people play healers somehow, like straight up, the Shadowbringers role quest is probably one of my favorite quests in the entire game. I am not kidding. It's phenomenal in every way. Endwalker 1 is also very, very good. Oh, this guy's so pretty. Lamette! God, I love her. Oh, I love her. She's like one of my favorite characters. Oh, there's a blue guy. You were slightly biased on Endwalker due to Fredola. I mean, yeah, but like it's still the best one. I do think I like the Shadowbringers ones better. Shadowbringers one better though. I love Limit. Love Limit and Giat. They're great. Love those girls. Looking for me, you say? Sorry for the trouble. In a place among the beautiful water and thought I'd have a rollick, but I ended up being washed away. I get back upstream, swimming against the flow, and managed to come this far, and then you appeared. For Endwalker, it's healer, ranged, caster, melee, tank. I'd probably swap melee and caster, in my opinion. I'd probably swap the two. I'd say healer, ranged, melee, caster, tank. That's what I would say. But other than that, I'd say you're kind of spot on. Might be the Endwalker Healer one, but I've got a soft spot for the Shadowbringer Caster one. I didn't like the Shadowbringer's Caster one much either. It was fine, I think. Caster and Melee are kind of the same for me. That's fair. I feel like they're more comparable. After all that effort, I'd like nothing more than reunite with other cells, but if you promise a tail, then you shall have one. Pull the other 3 out of the water. I agree. Nothing but a small fry. That mortal there? He fished me up, but probably released me while calling me a hideous slug. I don't know what that was about, but it worked out well enough. I want to be out in the open sea and catch something big. Until I could afford halfway decent rottles and put up with this tired old fishing hole. I'm not feeling too well. The desire to chase after big fish. I used to be a fisherman too, you see, together with my brother. The Contra Moria wreaked havoc. On the ocean's aether, nary a fish remained to be caught. Each morning we would wake up, not knowing whether we'd find food to fill our bellies. Wonder if his brother was Kagyatso then. Oh, agreed, Asmira. Oh, he's a big roe guy, I could see that. Day like so many other, we were waiting in vain for a bite. My brother's face was fixed in a grimace. Assumed he was cursing this war in his mind, but turned out he was thinking about something else altogether. When he finally spoke, frustration was plain in his voice. If the fish were to catch, this is how I'm going to live out my days. Endlessly on this pole of a land. I feel like a dying a slow death. I can't take it anymore. More so than our own privatation, it was mundane and changing nature of our lives that bothered him. He does, yeah. For sure. And since he blurted out, that's it. If there's a war, I'm gonna go fight that too. That way I won't be bored at least. Just like that, he threw aside his rod and set off right into the thick of conflict. Is he a fucking Dark Knight? Look at him go. Damn it. It's over. Oh? Oh! Who the hells are you? The animation has gotten so much better. They're actually animating fight scenes. Like, holy shit, Squeenix. This is really good. Do more of this. Budget go up. Warrior, I'm in your debt. I've exhausted my powers, those all but defeated, but now none remain to oppose me here. Consider serving me. You'd be well rewarded, of course. I could grant you riches and castles. And he's gonna like turn around and punch him. What a face. See, he's animated so well. That's so good. What's the meaning of this? Weren't you a friend? Friend, I'm just after some excitement, so come on, give it to me. Kagyatso's scary, oh my god. This fist are rated E for everyone. That's cool. This is, it's animated so well, I love it. There you are. thank heavens, what were you thinking? Taking on Memoriates with your bare fists. However strong you may be, you're lucky to be alive. Alive. Yes, I've never felt so alive. Love him. Where are you going? Turns out he's just Xenos. No more chase and small fry for me. From now I'm going to live the thrill of battle. He's just Xenos? Oh no. Unless you get those stronger than me, I'll give him a taste of my fist. That little smile, oh my god. He's just Xenos' shard? Never have I felt so alive as I did, risking life and limb. He said as he strode away, never to return. Sometime afterwards, rumor reached me that of a fearsome warrior. The man would arrive unannounced on a battlefield, trounce anyone and everyone indiscriminately before disappearing again. Kangyatso, he was called, and cursed for a feral dog. It was enough for me to know that my brother still lived. Gives me lives to fight a worthy death kind of attitude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was only then I became a void so that I came to understand my brother, to understand the emptiness he felt in his mundane life. Inspired me to want to break free of my own unchanging existence, still with me a longing for this world. For his quirks, he was a good and kind brother, always looking out for me and helping me with my fishing. Like everyone, he must have turned into a void son. Given a chance to come here, I believe he would have found purpose in life, a proper one. Thanks to you, I can relive those old memories. With that, I best go enjoy my other selves. Be seeing you. Told me I could become anything, so I became a problem. Yeah. What a guy. What a Chad. Does it want me to go this way? A test of your reflexes. You know, that thread went around on Twitter the other day, so I'm curious, y'all. There's a tweet that made the rounds on FF14 Twitter. It's your favorite quote from FF14. What's your favorite quote? What's your favorite quote? I'm curious. My ankles. We are the stories we tell ourselves, the brave hero, the tortured soul, the altruist, the pragmatist. To tell you who they see, but you and you alone know who you are. That'd be mine. That's a good one. That's a good one. Dark Quest. Yeah. He's staring at a fountain, so is that a water thing? 'Cause I feel like the next one would be over here, right? The next one would be here, because naturally you'd go from Dharma and then go down. You wouldn't go that way unless they want you to go this way. Little things worth in life that make life worth living, isn't it? It's fair. It is because he has faith that his death will bring higher purpose. There's awakening in that instant. When the heart sings and blood burns, his soul finds peace. The warrior of light tale was our light in the darkness. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. Tell me, for whom do you fight? How very glib. Hien? I don't remember any of Hien's quotes, unfortunately. My favorite quote? What? Arg! Hi Do, how are you? How's it going? Who are you? What are you? Save your tears for the morrow. There will be ample time to shed them, when whether they be for sorrow or victory. That's a good one. From the mean ones, that's fair, Sal. The little things one I use every week. Nice. Do y'all want to know probably my favorite? I feel like it's a good one. Also might surprise you. Might misquote it a little bit, just like a tidge. More, no less. Okay, so. Everything Vanat says is great. True. Everyone deserves happiness, wherever they may find it. You don't recognize that quote? I might have misquoted it like a tidge, but that's about what it is, right? Don't recognize that? That's from Shadowbringers, baby. That's Tesleen, baby. Don't know if you remember that. You probably remember the scene where it happens, though. I steal a chocobo from the writer. No, Esmira! Yeah, that is, mayhaps. Basically her last words. I think quite literally. It's also the words the kids remember. The kid remembers. Yes, correct. It is. In darkness, seek joy, surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow. That's good. Yeah. Think of me and I will be with you always. For where else could I go? For who else could I love but you? That's a good one. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Vanat's Japanese actress made a career out of playing moms and motherly older sisters. Speaks like she's tucking us into our beds. Good. Remember songs associated with scenes more than the game itself? That's fair. Ah. There's another quote, but alas, it's from FF10. Yo, FF10 good, though. FF10 so good. Listen to my story. Ah, so good. Yes, yes, the Auron. I was about to say the Auron quote. I was about to say it. Yes! Now, this is it. Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands. Ah, that Auron quote, it's so good! Ah! Cocaine. It feels like it works in the context of the final days. It does. It does, though. Auron is too good for us. We do not deserve him, for sure. I thought you were more powerful than something as banal as despair. There you go. That's a good one. Hell yeah. That Auron one, it's so good. And such a hype moment when the whole squad starts to go like, this is insane. fuck it, I guess we'll kill her. Why not? Yeah, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want Una to die. Fuck this. Like, it's so good. And the fact that Auron brought all these people here just to square up with Unalesca. He was so ready. He's just like, I'm back, bitch. Like, oh, God, it's so good. This I swore to someone. That's good. Why does it still live? Surely it is beneath you. Ah. Duties and we will meet again. We will. The rains have ceased and we've been blessed with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it. That's a good one too. Ah. That's be more than the Rains quote. That's fair. Rains quote pretty fucking good though. Rains quote pretty good. God, Elidibus gets me weepy. It's far too powerful. Puh. Nice. Love me some quotes. Truly powerful words from the hippos. True. They're very powerful. Don't you look at me so a smile better suits a hero. The rest of them are safe, thank goodness. It's worth risking myself to let the others escape. No sooner did we arrive in the world, we were attacked by fearsome creatures of stone. I drew their attention after scrambling hither and yon, managed to get myself to safety. And so jealously guard the treasure, you mortals. Must surely be fond of it. Well, there's another place for storing it right there. Love tormenting streamers with. It's so good. They say the mountain of treasures in there. We just need to find the coffers stacked as portals. Thavner, make every hardship a scale in your armor. Ooh, yeah, that's good. And survive the Guardians as deadly fiends. I don't like our chances, it's just the three of us. Less of us means a bigger share for each. These spicy, tiny, tiny women. These adorably small women. Exactly. Besides, what's an adventure without a little danger? I need to make ephemera. Not really sure about this. They're so small. Adventuring lizards. Willingly throw one into danger. It surely is a strange, mortal quirk. Unlike your kind, we avoid center quite risk-averse. For instance, we wouldn't think to challenge a stronger being. Except for him, perhaps. An odd fellow who loved fighting for its own sake. And this is Cogziano? There he is. His name was Cogyanzo. Cogyanzo? There was nothing he feared in his domain. Employing deception, he trapped his foes and drowned them into a bottomless mire. No matter not how strong they were, all fell before him. Despite his victories, he never truly felt satisfied. Though he chanced a meeting, he would learn the reason why. He's a worthy opponent. There's the big boy. Yep. I knew he was gonna try to fight him. You sure repel my attack? You're tougher than I expected. To whom do I speak? I'm Cogyanzo, and I'll bet you're the one they say seek out the strong. Well, if it's a battle you want, then you need look no further. Lest you misunderstand, I do not desire fruitless battle. On the contrary, 'twould seem it is you who seek out the strong. Why? When you're hungry, you devour, doesn't matter who. Your luck ran out when you strolled into my domain. None would so risk themselves simply because of an empty stomach. Nay, my friend, the source of your hunger lies elsewhere. What is this aether so pure and sublime? There's so much of it, I'm ripe to burst, and yet I still don't feel satisfied. You see, it is not the aether you thirst, but battle. Do not quench this thirst in a stagnant swamp water. Nay, not save that of a raging torrent will sate you. What do you mean? There's no joy to be had in snaring your quarry. For victories to have to savor, you must place yourself in the midst of danger. You join me, I shall see that you'll never want for dread foes to grant you satisfaction. What say you? Why do I feel as strong as though I've remembered something important? Whoever you are, I would know more. Ba ba ba. Look at that. So easy. And thus did he find a place. A place to belong upon the fine line that divides a devourer and devoured. He could do battle with just one worthy foe. He told himself he could go to his rest forever satisfied. Hey, that's what happened with us, right? Damn. The day forth, Kangyatso tirelessly sought out those who might be able to best him, each time hoping for bliss, but knowing that, like as not, disappointment ultimately awaited. Yearning so strong nothing else matters. You have such a thing driving you too, mortal. Looking back, it was extremely reckless to me to come to this world. It's been every bit worth every bit of danger and more. I can't wait to share my experiences with myself. I'll be on my way now. Thanks for coming to find me. Survival, freedom, bloodlust. And if I had to bet, like, duty or honor... all of these are, well, maybe not the bloodlust, but most of these are pretty good things to, like, you know, aim for, like survival and freedom. There's Samir here too. What a relief. I was taking the sights of the village when I realized that I had become separated. I decided to follow the claimer and head to the city. There's so many mortals here, so many beautiful buildings. Father, what is this building? I am a child. This, my boy, is a resting place of the great Azaldal. Centuries ago, he journeyed from the mainland to help end the war between the Makatonga tribes, an act which laid the foundation of the nation of Radzatan. But it's thanks to him that we all get along. Yes, child. A tomb, place for mortals to remember their dead, calls to mind people from my own past. Mother who died in Contra Memoria, and the ones who laid her to rest. Yeah, he's an Aura, for sure. Long ago, there lived two powerful mages. So that none could match their might, and nevertheless continued to hone their skills at training ground at a peak atop a Mount Ordels, which is the mountains that we fought him on. Which is why he went to the top of a mountain. Yeah, alright. One day, fell fiends began attacking villages unprovoked. Upon hearing the grim tidings, the mages came to resolution. Through years of training have mastered our flames, 'tis time for us to employ them for the salvation of the world. Yeah, they're thaumaturges. As the pair descended from the mountain and set about vanquishing the fiends. Oh. God, and then he shot a fireball, that's great. Just one left. Leave it to me. No, don't. Please don't hurt her. Don't hurt my mother. Oh, my heart. Your mother? Ugh. Please save her, I beg you. What do I do? It seems I have no choice. This is so cool. This is exactly how I imagine Eris fights. Oh, this is great. That's so cool! God, love magic shit. She's turned into a crystal. Sticking out of the ground there. Said that I would save the world, but I couldn't save even a single life. And the sun. Ah. My flames were meant to be like the sun. They were meant to protect, to keep warm, to light the way, and yet. The void set is the little girl, jeez. In his great fury of his failings, the mage's faces turned red as ruby. Thus did the girl choose to call him Rubicante. The mage returned to his mountain where he buried his comrade. On the gravestone he etched the words of admonishment, continued his training alone. One day, when visiting his comrade's grave, he found a familiar crystal that had been left there. Presence lifted a great weight off his chest. Without words, it told him that the girl was grateful for what he had done. That day, he regained something he had lost. Descending the mountain once more, he embarked upon the journey, determined to use his powers for good. Sad is to lose a precious life. Sadder still, I think, to lose one's purpose. Dailies has been swallowed up with darkness, but or ordeals. His comrade's grave with it, but whenever Rubicante may be, I like to believe that little girl still remains in his heart. Oh, shit. It's past time we rejoin the others. It was nice talking to you, immortal. Dude, this is sad. Oh, Rubicante. And a little girl and her mother and... Oh, good God. I'll accept Kagyatsu. His was still sad though. His story's actually kind of happy. And it's, I mean, a little bit. It's still kind of sad though. He got a good death out of it, which is good, but like, you know, he still struggled to find purpose and continued to in the void. What? I'm calling me, you say? Appreciate the separation anxiety, but I have to answer to no one, not even myself. I'm my own master. That's what I like, when I like. I will drown others at my own leisurely pace. The least suckiest? I guess. Others, on the other hand, have always seemed to be busy at work. Short as your lives are, one would think you'd spend more time in leisure. You truly are strange creatures. This is the one that I read earlier. Still burning strong, just like the start of the experiment. Now by the necessity the flame is my own work, someone has to do it, I suppose, but I just wish it wasn't me. Hey, the flame, that reminds me of a void set I once knew. Watched over a beacon of fire, seeing to that it remained ever lit. Unlike that mortal, however, he did so on his own volition. Such an act served no practical purpose in a world. Even if night and day existed, we void sent don't rely upon light, yet he persisted. Perplexed by his curious ritual, I somehow found myself helping him with it. Rubicante was his name, and he went about his task dutifully. Others mocked him for such a meaningless act. But I must have felt some manner of meaning to him, and so when I chanced to find the beacon gutted out, I made certain to let him know. For time out of mind, this routine continued uninterrupted till that fateful day. Big boy incoming. I see flames dancing in the distance. Who should I find tending it but a mage of considerable might? With such power, surely you can do more than keep a beacon lit. My flames serve not to smite others, nor sate my hunger. Then what purpose do they serve? I cannot say for certain, but to simply behold this flame somehow sets my heart at ease. See, it would seem you lack the power to comprehend the feelings engraved upon your soul. But such a lack is readily rectified. Here, have this little, ball. It's warmth, invigorating, and comforting. Where have I felt it before? A crumb of dragon aether. Of course, the sun, the one that would shone its light upon creation. Though it would set, never did it fail to rise again. Like the sun, my flames must never die. That is the way of it. Through your flames, you sought to recreate the sun's journey. To recreate the world as it was before. Who are you? Who could unearth memories buried in my deepest recesses of my heart? Matters not who I am, but what I seek to do. Join me. Together we shall banish the darkness and see the sun rises again. Oh, and they got the little guys down there too. During the mysterious night, the price to save the world was dear. The inhabitants of the neighboring valley must die. I have sworn to use my power to save the world. Innocent souls must be consumed by my flames, then I shall bear the responsibility of the sin. Thus did he choose his path, of his own volition, and his spirit lives on in me, as an undying flame. Huh. World engulfed in darkness. That had become the norm for me, but since coming here and basking in the sun, I'm reminded of all that we had lost. I understand Rubicante better now, and why I was willing to sacrifice all to restore the world the way it was. To him it was worth the price. Emmett Selk? Emmett Selk's shard? Well, I must say, it felt great to take a squirm down memory lane. Without a must rejoin the others. On my own volitions, of course. These quests are good. They're kind of long, but they're really good. I need to do the role quest though, too. I'm assuming next patch we're gonna get info on Golbez. That's kind of what I'm assuming. I wouldn't be surprised if we wrapped the Golbez stuff up next patch. Or we built it up for like the 5.5 or 6.5, right? I get that not everyone might be interested in the Arc Fiends. That's true, but they're pretty interesting. Like, Void stuff is really cool. I've loved the Void and the Arc Fiend stuff. Whereas Silva, nowhere. Feels like a blue quest level. Unlocks nothing. Nice break from the Ancients. It is. Thank God. Oh yeah, the eye's there. Like, look, y'all know me. I love me some Ancients. I love me some Blorbos. But I'm good. I don't need more. I'm good. I'm good. It's fine with me. I don't need more. We can focus on other things. I'm okay with that. I don't need any. What about an expansion about Ancients? I'd fucking cry. Good thing all the Ancients are dead now, unless no, not more. Please. I'm gonna get resurrected at 6.55. Please no. Let the old man rest. Crap, we still have one more ring of Pandemonium. I know. Pandemonium, more like panda self-flation. I don't know. I like the Ancients a lot, I'll be honest, but like we wrapped up Endwalker and it was like, huh, what a nice end to the story. And they're like, uh-oh, more. I'm like, no, why? Let the story end. There should be a few Convocation members we haven't seen. I hope we don't see them. I mean, you're right, but like the story's done. Let's do something different. Like, it's over. The real reason is so we can use the one zone we set in the past. Seeing them on the basis of them being sundered Ascians, who I find a bit more interesting, I guess. How about all those sundered black mass Ascians anyway? New World, and Blue Mages is the main class. I don't think that'll happen. Blue Mages are just a mean class. But, I mean, a New World expansion would be cool. I think it'd be very cool. Like, I would love something that is a bit Stormblood-like, where we're not fighting ancient Ascians or some kind of bullshit, we're just fighting enemies. We're just fighting bad guys, you know? Like, that'd be kind of cool. Kind of fun. Mercidia. I could see us looping something into Mercidia, because I could see there being something like, I could see the Void stuff going into something Mercidian because of dragon stuff, right? Like maybe Vershawn gets Ashdaya back and they're like, hey, we should go check on the rest of the dragons, right? We get the dragon band back together, go back to Mercidia, maybe resurrect Midgard Somer, make a new home with them all there. I don't know, something like that. I could see something like that. I would personally love a Void expansion. That would be cool. Just saying. Just saying. I'm kind of worried they're just gonna wrap all this Void stuff up and be like, it's done, and then move on. There's so many of them, oh my god. You did it, you found all of me. I've held my part of the bargain and told you about more Mighty Void sent. This void scent fought fiercely, but they'll fight no more. I already had crossed paths with them. The tales may not help you in the battles ahead. I dare say they gave you something to think upon. As mortals, then void sent, then arc fiends. These troubled souls fought with all their being. Now their fight is over. Squint. Oh god. That scared me. Ever get scared by a Locky? Writing. I like that name. That's very cute. Very nice. Oh, thank you so much, Therita. Super duper appreciate it. Oh, hope you're having a beautiful day. What were you up to? What's up? And Ashford, thank you so much for the follow. I super duper appreciate it. Hope you're having an absolutely beautiful day. Because you might name are beautiful. Love you so much. Welcome. What are y'all up to? Oop. There you go. What were you doing? We need yellow, yes, but big fat lore type of quest marker. We do. The tail smothers. I can make my feelings my own. We need to become whole again, which I can do now, thanks to you. Is that all of them, though? If all of them are accounted for, then by all means, let us have them return to the way they were. Without further ado, then to me, myself. Does he become a big eyeball? Make us whole. Yep.
The seas part for we alone.
Make us whole. Stream is going very well. I'm catching up on the 6.3 quests and trying to do the void quests, so I know what's going on. They're very good. Very good time. Are you taking all through the Shadowbringers patches? Hell yeah. Love me some Shadowbringer patches. Very good. What's your alt? Fusion? Oh, the god, they were cuter separately. Yeah, that's fair. They're kind of unsettling now. They're still kind of cute, though. There's nothing we need fear. And with each of us experience since coming here, it's as if we've experienced it all for myself. I must say again, this world is truly a fascinating place. I must see more of it. Yes, I must. Not sure if it should be what I was expecting, but now that it's whole, I can't help but to feel like it's more of a danger. The way the undersea portal destroyed, there's no way for it to return where Tensa came. What should we do now? What's this I see? Oh, it's Voidset. A few of them in that direction. More of my brethren made it over, it seems. Curious, though. That's much further away than I can usually perceive. Let me see, my vision has improved. Could this be the cumulative effect of our experiences here? It sense more of its kind from a vast distance? Amazing, such ability would make the tracking down invading void set a breeze. Which would assist us in this matter. I'm confident I can convince my superiors to forge a pact with it. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cute. What's it explore to? Oh, if it means I can remain in this world, then I'll gladly agree to that arrangement. A free void set detector? I believe it did, yes. Can't say how much I'm indebted to you, mortal. Working with this fellow here, the way to communicate with your kind, making myself more useful. Thank you for everything. Cute. Huh. It's gonna paint up and we're gonna see the eye, right? Yeah, nice. Bun boy white mage, you say? Sheep! Love me a bun boy. Though a white mage... That's fine. I can make an exception for a bun boy. Oh, forced to pack. That's where I'll never do is required to remain. But Sammy, you love playing white mage. Ah, yes, I sure do. You bet. Use my emo button and also Reaper? Better, better, much better. I am a hardcore black mage, so it is my moral responsibility to tease white mages. It is my moral responsibility. Yes, yes, he is. Hell yeah. Bottom squared. Get letters with some effort. I'm confident we can begin conversation ere long. Nice. Basically got a weird looking puppy. 10. Oh, that is 10. Interesting. 8-bit dream hero. Thank you so much for following. Super duper appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely dreamy day, because you made my day more dreamy. Hey, love you so much. Welcome. A good dog. Nice. Those are good quests. Those are really good quests, honestly. Like, I really feel bad for the Archfiends now. I feel so bad for them. I did before. I feel extra bad for them now. Like that's why am I helping these catfish live and simply eating them? Are you doing the Namazu quests? Those are pretty good. Wasole. Yes, yes, Namazu quests. I want to fry them all and feed them to Serena. You probably should. It's morally correct. It is morally correct to give Serena more food. Love her lots. Though I think Sato will approve if I do. Probably. I'm kind of thinking of it, and I kind of want to make a Bun Boy alt now. I have a Viera alt, but she's not a Bun Boy. Benui. I hope people love a dungeon on the moon of the 13th. Hell yeah. This is one by for the first month of Marker, but went back to Alala. You know, that's fair though, because Lalafells are great. That's fair though. We love Lalafells. How are you, Dream Hero? Are you able to do the Lines quest yet? No. I haven't been able to. I'll probably make an announcement when I do them. That's probably going to be next week. Couldn't do it this week because Will wasn't available. I have the best name as Lala too. Oh, what is it? Sacrifice Lalas to the RNG gods for good RNG. Sarcasm. You better. The stream does not tolerate Lala bullying. RuneScape. Nice. But it always works. Doesn't always work. Does it though? Okay. Whatever you say, friend. My first savage killer, my Lala friend dies. We just sacrificed many Lalas in the all-healer run. I'm sure. That's gotta be a correlation. I don't think so. Maybe that's because I have a Lalafell alt, but I don't think so. I think it's gotta be something different. I wait to learn more about Kryl and future expansions. If they let us, I hope they do. I like Kryl. I've always liked Kryl. You have a Gabi alt though. True, she's a Gabi. She's not a Lalafell, she's just Gabi. I hope we get to learn more about her. We make a Lala, but it's gonna be a Moogle Knight seeking the Holy Kupo Nut, Mother Crystal. God. Played completely seriously. Oh my god. I like how you have a Lala and a Viera, all put their Gabi and a Void Scent respectively. True! Also, may the records show, I made Lilith before all this shit with the Void went down. I made her before Zero was a character. So I had the idea first! No, yeah, it's very fun. Like it a lot. I just gotta take her through the MSQ and have her meet Zero, and that's gonna be a time and a half. Be very fun. Yeah, Eris is the only actual, like, species of character that I have. She's the only, like, she's a Rodian. She looks like a Rodian. 0 points at Lilith. Don't I know you? Lilith. No. Just. Lilith, why have you been avoiding Zero so much? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I have no idea what you mean. This would have been amazing for my wool, who's literally a Void Scent Hunter, but eye opening for her. Good. Hell yeah. That's great. Love that for you. Love that for you and your funky Void lady. She's more in common with them than she cares to admit. Yo, run her through those Void quests, right? Run her through those Void quests. Probably gonna change her tune very quickly, right? The Arcfiend quests is what I mean. Like those? Pretty good. Oh, I did. Why are you wearing the Ninja 70 mask when you meet Zero? I have no idea what you mean. Covering my entire face. Oh well, I guess it's just like this. Nice. Slow burn rivals to lovers with Zero? Ooh. Look, I love me some enemies to lovers here. I love that shit. Good stuff. We know you keep trying to bang the bad guys. Yeah, I do. Is this stream ending? No. What do you mean? Oh hey, look, the stream's ending. Yeah, I'm a boogie woogie. Because it's late. I'm tired. I'm just tired today, unfortunately. We need to do the role quests. I might try to do those next week and the alliance quests. I might try to do both. If we have time for it. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I will be back next week. Or not next week. I'm a liar. I'll be back Thursday. I'll be back Thursday. That's when I'll be back. Goodness gracious. Thursday and Friday, we have Persona streams. So stop on in if you want to see some Persona time. We've beaten the third palace, so we're moving on to whatever's next, like our finals, which is what's next. Excuse me. I'm making a hell of a lot of progress on my confidants, so it'll hopefully be a pretty good time. Nomad, no. I'm not gonna say that because then you'll clip it. Never mind. Have fun with your friend. But I'll see y'all on Thursday at 4. And, yeah. Give Spoofy a awooga booga. And, that's what we got on the docket. I will see you all on Thursday then. Goodbye. I love you.